Hi everyone, it's 3 o'clock in Central Europe. Good afternoon, and I take this opportunity to check in with you and say Happy New Year. We are 5 days into 2025, and wow, it is indeed a wonderful time to be alive. And I decided to just come on here and share something about something that's on my heart, about a season that we're in, and just in general about uh, this topic that I feel really passionate about: the power of positive thinking and transforming our mindset to be able to prepare ourselves for the best year ever as far as our own personal and professional development is concerned. And wherever you're tuning in from, I'd really appreciate some engagement whenever you watch this. I hope my sound is clear. But without wasting any time, I take this opportunity to welcome you to this broadcast. And what we are going to be talking about is the power of positive thinking and transforming our mindset. The truth of the matter is this: that whether we realize it or not, our mindset is the key to our success. It's the key to our happiness and our overall fulfillment. It all starts with our mindset. And so today we're going to talk about how we can shift our mindset towards more positivity in this year 2025 so that we can be able to get out of this year everything that it has in store for us. And without wasting any time, I uh, let me just get into it because I think this is the best way for us to just go about it. And whenever you will be interacting with this material, it will remain on wherever the streaming is being broadcasted. So let's just talk about this for a moment. The truth is that we've all experienced challenges. If you've been alive for any length of time, you have experienced some challenges in life that you have had to walk through some obstacles. There are things that you probably set out to do and they did not succeed. And that can be outright frustrating because sometimes you do everything you know how to do. Maybe it was a business for you that you did everything you knew how to do, but things just didn't work out the way that they were supposed to. And that can be frustrating, and it's easy for us to get caught up in the negativity when that happens. But today, I want us to talk about the power of positive thinking and how that can be helpful in helping us transform our life because this is possible. And unless we get to that place that we take charge of our own mindset, because those moments when life throws curveballs at you, what you have to work with is what you have in your mindset. And if there is nothing there, then literally you find yourself in a very tough place. And so the truth of the matter is this: that the game changer, as far as this is concerned, the way that we think about life shapes our life. The way that we think about how our life is shapes the way our life turns out. And in no small way, our thoughts influence our feelings, our actions, and eventually our results. And I want you to stay with me on this one because I think it's very important that we talk about this, most especially now that we are 5 days into the new year. I mean, there is things that we have committed to doing in goals, in objectives, in New Year's resolutions, in targets, in KPIs. But all of that is only going to be possible if we approach what we are doing with the right mindset. But the truth is that our thoughts shape or influence our feelings, actions, and the results. So when we shift our mindset towards positivity, we are literally changing the trajectory of our future. And this is something that I really want us to take some time and talk about, because this is an important conversation for us to have. And I thought, let me just come on and say it like I feel it. And sometimes when we hear, also when some people hear talk about positivity and positive thinking, sometimes they think it's about a feel-good concept or something that we've just made up. There's science that backs this up. And I know that there's people who really value the fact that something they are considering has research behind it. And I just want to start a bit with this, because positive thinking, there's science behind it. And I just want to get a bit into that, because it's not just about how we think. It's not just about thinking happy thoughts. Or when we're talking about positive thinking, that we're just pretending that everything is perfect and that life is as it should be and there's no challenges. But the truth of the matter is this, that positive thinking is real and it's backed up by real science. And this is what I want to share, that when you focus on positive thoughts, you actually rewire your brain. And this is what they call neuroplasticity. Look that up and see what you find. That when you focus on positive thoughts, you're going to rewire your brain. It's like you're in the process of just changing how your brain chemical compositions are. And this, in a way, it's the ability of your brain to be able to change and form new neural connections based on the thoughts that you have thought, the experiences you've had, and the behaviors. And research has showed us that when we are thinking positive thoughts, it helps to lower stress, it improves our immune system, and it also makes us more resilient when we have to face challenges. So when we get to that place that we train our mind to focus on the good, our brain begins to seek out more of the good as far as that is concerned. So just imagine how your life, how your work, how the things that you are passionate about, how your family could be different in this year 2025 by changing your mindset into more positive thoughts. And if you have already been on this journey of thinking positive thoughts, good on you. But if you find that this is something that you have not yet considered, I want to present it as a suggestion and see what change this is going to do in your year 2025. The point that I want to talk about right now is that your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. Because this is something powerful that we have to hold on to, because whatever we focus on expands. Whatever we focus on expands. If you're constantly thinking about what's wrong, if you're constantly thinking about what's missing or what could go wrong, guess what? You start to attract more of that into your life. Whatever you focus on expands. And it's true that also on the flip side, that when you focus on what's right, when you focus on what's going well, when you focus on what's possible, your brain starts to look for solutions. Your brain starts to find ways to make things happen, opportunities, reasons to be grateful. Your brain will look for them, because that's what you're focusing on. And just to start here, the next time you catch yourself in a negative spiral, because what happens is that one thing happens and then it gets us locked in a wave of negativity. And you're thinking about one negative thought after the other and one negative thought after the other. And before you know it, you are stuck in a spiral of negativity and you just don't realize. But the only way that we can be able to get out of that Just you have to interrupt that negativity flow and ask yourself, what positive thing can I focus on right now? So the next time you catch yourself caught in a negative spiral, stop and interrupt that flow and ask yourself, what positive thing can I focus on right now? And by shifting your focus, you are actually shifting your life. It's like you are getting on off of a road that you didn't want to continue traveling on. Think of it like if you have been headed in the wrong direction, and then you realize that, hey, I'm actually going the wrong way, and then you make a U-turn. It's just a matter of time, but you'll end up in a different destination than if you have continued going in the same direction. And sometimes people think that they need to speed up. For some people, actually, they need to change direction. It's not speed they need, it's change of direction. So when you are stuck in a negative spiral of thoughts, what you need is a change. You have to interrupt that pattern and ask yourself, what positive thing can I focus on right now? And once you find that, it helps you to shift your focus and you dwell on that. And maybe I just want to share briefly about how we can cultivate a positive mindset into this year moving forward. These have been tested, these have been used. And if any of it resonates with you, I want to encourage you to consider trying and including it in your routines. And the first one that I want to talk about is the gratitude practice. That each morning, if you're a morning person, or in the evening after the day's work, that before you retire to bed, you sit down with your notepad and then you actually just start cultivating a positive mindset by just writing down 3 things that you are grateful for. Each day, that you write down at least 3 things that you're grateful for in that day. And this is what's going to happen, because the more we focus on gratitude, it shifts our brain to abundance and rather than what's lacking. Because sometimes we like to overstep the importance of what's missing. Sometimes it's always about, yeah, if I had this, or if I have this, then this will happen. The if then mentality. If I have a house, then I'll be happy. We keep postponing our happiness. But let's get to that place this year that we focus on what we are grateful for, because focusing on gratitude shifts your brain from what's lacking to what's abundant. And that is a powerful place to be in. And then the next one is affirmations. This one is powerful because words are containers of power. Speak positive affirmations into your life. Sometimes we've had so many negative things about us that we even have no problem being negative to ourselves. Sometimes people say the most negative and hurtful things about themselves, thinking like they're joking. No, your subconscious mind does not differentiate between a joke and a reality. If you say the words, they are received, and the words you speak become the house that you live in. The words you speak become the house that you live in. So speak positive affirmations into your life. It could be something like, I'm capable of achieving great things. I'm capable of achieving great things. Or maybe there's a challenge that you have to deal with this year, that you say, I trust myself to overcome challenges. And if you can look in a mirror, if you have a mirror that you, when you're like getting ready in the morning, that you just look in the mirror and say those affirmations to yourself, you're going to see how powerful and transformational that is going to be. I trust myself to overcome those challenges. I trust myself to overcome these challenges. I'm capable of achieving great things. Because the more you repeat these affirmations, the more you get to believe them. And when you believe them, you will start to live them out. They become your new reality. Sometimes we've had the negative so many times that we have to hear the positive for an equal number of times for it to have an effect in our life. And even a lie, when it's repeated long enough, it will be believed. So if you have been in the habit of speaking negatively about yourself or where you find yourself, let this be the year that changes. Because words are containers of power. Words are containers of power. Even when you are joking, don't speak negatively about yourself, because that also has an impact. And then the next one that I want to talk about is surround yourself with positivity, because this one is a huge one, most especially in the times that we are living in. Sometimes there's all sorts of opinions around us. And just to say this, that having the right to an opinion does not make one's opinion right. So you have to be intentional about who you give permission to speak into your life. Because it's not that everyone who has an opinion has the right opinion. So who you surround yourself with has a massive impact on your mindset. Let us be intentional with spending time with people who lift us up this year, people who inspire us, people who encourage us to grow, people who speak life and hope into us. Because we become like the people we must spend time with. I'm a reader of the Bible, and it says that be not deceived. Bad company corrupts good character. So it's very important that we are intentional about who we surround ourselves with. Birds of the same feathers flock together. If you show me your friends, I'll tell you a lot about you. If I know who your friend is, I will tell you a lot about you. And the next one is mindfulness. Because this one is practicing being in the present moment. Oftentimes, negative thoughts come from worrying about the future that we have not yet got into, or the past that has already happened. But when we are talking about mindfulness, it's being in the present moment and grounded there. And in realizing that yesterday is history, that tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. That we can be in this moment, because this is where life is happening. You cannot go back to 2024 and do anything about that. Whatever goals that you set for 2024 and you did not achieve them, unless you have set those goals again for 2025, nothing is going to happen there. And the next one that I want to talk about is reframe negative thoughts. Because this is very important. Sometimes we talk about not being negative, but if we don't have anything to hold on to, it doesn't work. So when a negative thought comes up, when you find yourself thinking negatively, I want you to pause. I want you to reframe that thought. And instead of saying something like, I'll never be able to do this, if it's something that you want to do, you can instead say, I'm learning, and every step is a step towards progress. Rather than saying, I'll never be able to do this. Never is a very long time. Never is a very long time. And you don't know that. But that's what negativity does. So instead of saying, I'll never be able to do this, say, I'm learning. And every step is a step I make towards progress. And when you do this, you're going to realize that things are going to take on a whole new meaning. And these may seem like they're simple habits to incorporate into your year, but over time, you'll be surprised by the mental shift that this is going to give you. If you could just pick one or two or even all of them and incorporate them into your life, things are going to take on a whole new meaning. And I just want to briefly talk about overcoming negativity and building resilience, because I think this is important to realize that life is not always sunshines and rainbows. That sometimes you can do everything you know how to do. You can prepare as best as you can, but just things don't work out the way that they were supposed to be. And the truth is that we all face tough situations in life. And when we're talking about positivity, it's not about ignoring the reality or pretending that problems don't exist, but it's about choosing how we respond to those challenges. That's what positivity is. That we choose, you have the power to choose how to respond. And notice I say respond, not react. Because every time you react, you are out of control. But when you respond, you remain in charge. So the next time you find yourself in a situation that is challenging to you, and you feel challenged to say something like, why is this happening to me? I have been there. Why is this happening to me? Instead, ask this question instead. What could I learn from this? Or how can I grow through this? Because this is where real resilience comes in. This is where real resilience comes in. So the next time you face a challenge, remember that you always have the power to choose how to think. And that choice lies in your strength. No one can take that away from you. No one can take that away from you. And when we are talking about the power of positive thinking, some people may think that it's just about us. But positive thinking has a ripple effect. That when you make a decision to be on this journey of positive thinking, one of the most beautiful things about positive thinking that you realize is that it's going to create a ripple effect in your life. That when you start thinking positively, it's not only going to benefit you, but it's going to benefit your relationships. It's going to benefit your workplace. It's going to benefit your company, your business, even your own family. Because once you have made a commitment to be on this journey, your energy changes. Not just your energy, but even your conversations, the way you relate. You become a source of light for others. You become someone that people can look to for inspiration, for encouragement, for light, for hope. And this is powerful, ladies and gentlemen. Just imagine how life would change if you started approaching every challenge, every opportunity, and every relationship that you have with a positive mindset. How could that impact your work? How could that impact your relationships? The goals that you've set for yourself in this year, 2025. The truth is that positivity is contagious. And when we shift our mindset, We are not only transforming our life, but we are also inspiring others to do the same. And this is what's possible. This is what's possible. It's possible for us to transform our minds for a brighter future. And to my fellow diasporans, I have a soft heart for people who are living away from home, because this is my reality. I'm born and raised in Uganda, but I live in the Netherlands. But I still have responsibilities in Uganda. And so I have this soft spot for people in the diaspora. And I never want to do a broadcast like this and not talk to my fellow diasporans. So I just want to take a moment and remind you, my fellow diasporans, of something powerful, that your mindset shapes your reality. And as we are navigating this life abroad, we are balancing the challenges of raising our young families in the countries where we have set up, but also still having responsibilities of our parents or the things that we are taking care of back at home. Because sometimes we don't realize that we are so busy growing up and we don't realize that our parents are growing old. And it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the weight of the expectations and the responsibilities that we have. But here's the truth: a positive mindset can transform everything. When you believe in your ability to be able to create change, opportunities will begin to appear. And one of the greatest opportunities that we have as people living in the diaspora is the opportunity for us to create financial freedom for ourselves. And I think the best way to do this right now is leveraging the times and the seasons that we're living in. What if you could stop worrying about juggling bills and actually start focusing on building wealth? What if there was an opportunity for you to create a steady income while having more time for your family? What if that would be possible? That you could be able to do the things that you feel passionate about? What if you could take care of your financial future no matter where you find yourself in the world? And starting your own online business may help make this possible. It's not just a dream, but it's a proven path that others are on, and it's enabling them to do just that. That you can work from anywhere, your own schedule. You build an additional stream of income without giving up your current commitments. And with this, I'm not asking you to quit your job if that's not what you want to do. But the truth is that some of our responsibilities are financial in nature, most of them, as diasporans. And if there's an opportunity for us to bring in some extra cash, and this, you can do it with just working 2 hours a day in your business. To be able to support your loved ones, and even the potential of creating a legacy for the generations that are going to come after you. I'm a reader of the Bible, and it says in there that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. And personally, I have been challenged by the people that have come before me in my family. There were great men that have done great things. And I believe that I have an opportunity to also do something right now. There's an Irish proverb that says that no matter how tall your grandfather was, you have to do your own growing. I come from a family of great men. My grandfather was a great man. He left a powerful legacy. but I feel the burden. I feel the responsibility to also be intentional in creating something. And all of this is possible, but it's going to start with a shift in your mindset. What I want you to realize is that you are capable, you are deserving, and all you have to do is be willing to take the first step towards your brighter future. You are capable and you're deserving. Now, if what I shared tonight resonates with you, there is a link somewhere on my bio where you're watching this from. Click on that link and it will take you to my website where you can just receive your free blueprint to find out how you can get started in creating your own online business. I want to wish you the very best as far as this is concerned. It's a new year. We have a new opportunity before us to do something that is profound, to create results. The big question for us here is, what are we going to focus on? Are we going to dwell on the negativity and let the negativity of the past dictate our actions? Or are we going to take control of our mindset and start shifting things in a positive way? Today we were talking about how to change, to transform our life into more positivity, to transform the power of positive thinking. And maybe for you, the thing that you take away tonight is starting with that simple shift of the positive affirmations. Or maybe to write down, to do your gratitude list every day and highlight the things that you're grateful for. Or to reframe your thoughts, the negative thoughts, into more positive ones. What I want you to remember is that you have the power to shape your life with your thoughts. Because positive thinking is not just a feel-good concept. It's a mindset that transforms your reality. And I thank you so much for connecting with me today. And I will just drop this link in the comment section. Wherever you're watching me from, you'll be able to pick it up from there. If you would like to receive your free blueprint. Oh, yes. It's right there. And then let's just pack it here. I want to say thank you so much for joining me, and God bless.